Giants are now on the clock.
See what I'm gonna try to do, guys. I'm praying that this
The
defensive tackle
Dolphins are now on the clock.
is at 24.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Damn, he took the fucking defensive tackle I was after. I was gonna build upon that guy. Now we're gonna go back to the draft board and rethink. We could get the power rusher linebacker. He's listed as a mid and he's got good hit power. He's got good power moves. So we could probably take him. I just need someone to kind of wreak havoc on the line. And we can build upon that. So it's either going to be the power rusher or it's going to be the speed rusher. I'm going to have to figure one of them out. But for the most part, this is going to be my board that I'm running with. So, ugh. I added some guys. I got a middle linebacker down here too. So there's always that option in case I want to go with the speed rusher. Just kind of see how it goes. They took my defensive tackle I wanted, but I'll be all right.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Okay, I don't mind them taking a cornerback. Cornerbacks aren't really... I mean, there's a bunch of good cornerbacks. So, hopefully those might go around in the mid-round. I'm either going to take a middle linebacker. I don't know why I should. I'm probably going to take one anyway. Even though I don't think I should. I'm going to go defensive. That's for sure. Kind of see what's available. Kind of pay attention to what other teams are drafting in my division as well. I don't need a fucking quarterback. Why would they put me? No, I'm not going to go for a quarterback in this draft. Now, if there's one available, I could go ahead and do that, you know, and we'll see how it plays out, you know. There's really just who's available when I pick. I want to go defensive, but I feel like there's a lot of draft capital in the mid rounds that I can kind of land on. So first pick, we're going to go best available. You know, we might go either side of the ball. I want to go defensive.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Okay, so the Chargers get a wide receiver. Yo, what up, bro? Doing this draft. Trying to see how shit goes, man. They decided they wanted to do it tonight, so I'm like 10 picks away, 11, 12, 13, 15 picks away, so there was a lot of good guys that I was looking at that was on my board.
Are now on the clock.
So you got Chad Newhouse. Let me do this draft first, man. Let me get through this shit. But yeah, we can do that.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Okay, so a lot of people are making quick picks now. The Redskins got a bunch of picks, so I don't know exactly what he might splurge and just grab people. I don't really see anybody going off the board.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Okay, so he took that linebacker.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Nah, this ain't that. This is a all right, so these are the guys I'm looking at. It's not super fast, but I do need a tight end. It's not the end of the world if I don't get them, you know. So one of these guys are going. Like I've got a bunch of options at number 1. But I'm thinking the biggest. He's a late first rounder. I might pick him up. Cause he might be a steal, bro. I might just go ahead and do that. Get the steal left in. Yeah. He's a scheme fit. Yeah. There's actually a couple of openings in it. Not I think there's like 2 openings, I think, man. So y'all can hit me up on Facebook if y'all interested. I think the Bengals, I don't want to say it wrong. I know Bengals for sure are available. All right, so we're gonna go speed rusher, man. We got to get someone on that line, on our defensive line, that can do something. And usually getting a late round pick that's really valued at first round.
The Lions are now on the clock.
That's the move. So we're at pick 15.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
All right, the best quarterback is off the board. That's actually a nice pick by the Lions. That's actually a good fit for them. Just, you know, if they kept their quarterback for like another year and develop him, maybe, I don't know. I haven't really been paying much attention to like the news feeds either, man. I'm just kind of going with what I know draft wise. Like I don't care about abilities right now in year 1. I can get those with my play style. And I found a little trick to change X factors. So we got Jacobs a better X factor than Truz. We got him the it's like a wrecking ball or something. A freight train. Yeah, we got him the freight train ability. So that's good. A lot of these guys taking a while to pick. But no rush, because I don't want no one to rush me. I wish they would do something for this, like if there was like a voice chat box for franchise mode for your draft, you know, so like everybody can kind of talk and see what's going on. You can communicate, you know, if you want to do trades or whatnot, or you could press a button to like open a, you know, trade or call the person that's on the clock or something, you know, something like that, you know, make it, you know, communicative. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, just try to do some stuff like that. You call someone on the clock, like it'll mute everybody while you're making the call and stuff.
The Lions are now on the clock.
This is the
Broncos
first
are now on the clock.
draft. My pick is coming up, and I'm gonna have to take that defensive end. Get stacked on the defensive line. I mean, he's probably going to be, for me, have a late round pick. It's probably going to be a good fit for me. I mean, I've shored up a lot of areas in free agency. I got all the guys I wanted in free agency. Nailed all 3 of them. I got the running back, I got the safety, and I got a linebacker. So Our pick is coming up, man. So far, I don't think anyone's going to expect me to take a defensive end. I need to give some push on that front for pass rush situations because Arden Key is not it. I need somebody to get after the quarterback. Especially when I'm playing the Chargers, bro. It's like he stays in this gun spread and I can't get no pressure on him. So that's my whole focus, is to get a pass rusher or someone that's, you know, imminent to probably have an ability or something. I was going to take a defensive tackle that I had high on my board, but he wasn't going to fall to 24. Surprised, you know, anyone in this league actually took a defensive tackle. So that's, you know, me trying to adjust a little bit to, you know, what people are doing and whatnot. They are taking their times making their picks though, but go back to our board. He's still there. Chances are these guys aren't going to be there, and I don't really care.
Are now on the clock.
We're going to take the defensive end. He's number 3 on our board, and I'm pretty sure that safety's not going to fly past the Vikings. Harrison Smith getting old, that safety probably goes to the Vikings. That middle linebacker is probably going to go to one of these, the Browns or possibly the Titans. I don't know. I didn't play the Titans, so I don't know his play style. I don't know how his board is set. I don't know how his team scheme is. So even if he's not online, this is the random one. I like the random ones, man, because they're not fucked with, you know. The commissioners don't know who the best players are. They didn't change shit. Like, they left it alone. You know, everything's pretty much, you know, untinkered with. I like that, you know. I wasn't really a fan of the editing class.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Okay, so he took the safety. I figured the safety would come off the board.
Are now on the clock.
He had a bum listed high on his board. Oh my god, bro. How do you draft a 60 in the first round? That defensive end is good as mine.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Yeah. He took a lineman. Come on, baby. That defensive end is as good as mine. It's a smart pick too, you know. I don't see the Eagles taking. I don't see the Bears taking them. The Bears run a 3-4 defense.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
Yes. We got both of them available. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take this guy right now. Draft him.
The Cardinals are now
72 overall, nice. I don't care if I reached. He's 28, but I took him at 24. That's not bad, you know. He's decent. Like I can work with him. He's got finesse moves. He's got some speed, acceleration, decent strength. He fits, you know, my size. He's got decent hit power. Doesn't look like he's gonna get hurt. I like him. 6'3", 265. So we got someone that can help us get after the quarterback. Got some finesse rushers. Round 2 and beyond is where it's going to get interesting. I took the left end when the Browns needed one. But he's going to replace Arden Key for me in the pass rush situations. Look how many picks Washington has, bro. He's just going to splurge. He should probably just... He's probably going to just fill needs. You know, he's probably not going to be smart with them. You know, that's how a lot of people are, man, when they get a bunch of first-round picks. They try to splurge for top position players in specific stats and not really go for shit that they need, you know. But we'll see. I need to kind of game plan my second round pick.
The Bills are now on the clock.
I'm not taking any offensive players. I'm set on offense, so I can kind of build this defense up. I need a tight end. If he falls, I take him. I don't necessarily, like, I could probably get I don't know, I could probably go 2 defensive ends. I don't know. I mean, he's a 5'9". He got good catching, but 4.78 time is not good. There's a lot of guys on my board.
The Packers are now on the clock.
See, the tight ends that I scouted, man, they got the talent, but they're slow. We're gonna take this. Well, I was gonna take this running back. Probably should have, but yeah, he got trucking, carrying, and juke.
The Jets are now on the clock.
I don't need him though. Trying to think my future. I'm gonna have to get us a cornerback. Cornerback would probably be my next best option, or safety. We'll see how this shit plays out, man. I'm worried because I like I said, I'm not really going offensively. I need a cornerback. And these guys that are like 5.5s, I'm not gonna draft them. Like if they're anything below a 6, I'm not gonna waste a draft pick on them. This boy got a lot of upside, man. But he didn't highlight in any of those categories. He's in the top 10. But he didn't highlight in any categories. This would probably be the guy that you take, man. He's in the top 10 in a lot of shit. Well, he's top 10 well, bench reps, he needs work. So that you don't take him with a free. He might have first round talent, but bench reps. Bench. So you got to think, what are we going to do in the second round? Because I don't have a lot of options. I got a tight end and 2 left ends. So it's probably what we're going to do is we're going to take another speed rusher.
Are now on the clock.
I know it seemed crazy, but if I can build, you know, and get good depth on the D-line, you know, and just, you know, use Crosby more for run situation, because he not like, I don't know, like he more of a power rusher. Got my linebackers. I just need safeties, cornerbacks, and tight ends, but there's no tight end worth drafting for real. Unless I'm just trying to draft one that's Super Bowl winner. What does he take? I don't need a quarterback, my dude. I do not need a quarterback. The only quarterback I would have considered taking got took, so he's off the board. I ain't looking at nobody else. Corey Littleton was open to. Oh yeah, I had to move him. I don't necessarily need a linebacker. Alright, so the Saints took that linebacker that was on my board.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
They took Darrell Bailey.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Skip the Bengals. They took a halfback.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Patriots. He took a right guard. I didn't take any linemen because none of the linemen that was on the board fit my scheme. The ones that did fit my scheme, they just don't necessarily need.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.
I'm not going after a receiver. I'm set at the receiver position. So I got it pretty much set.
The Colts are now on the clock.
I need a look.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
We need an interior guy. I know I need a fourth defensive tackle. We got a 6.6. If I take anyone, it's got to be that defensive tackle at the top of the board. He's listed as a second rounder. He's one of the fasters. He's got good. Yo, we take him.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Ben Rodgers, we take. That's going to be our second round pick.
The Rams are now on the clock.
You can just watch the board. Make sure Ben Rodgers does not come off that board and we can fix this D-line. I think that'll fit our scheme. I won't have to rush for another defensive end. Fuck! It's like every fucking time I look at someone, they get took. Fuck. What position do I need? I'm not going offense. Got a 6.3. It doesn't really have the size. 4.7, no. Got a 6.6. It doesn't. 4.73 is not what I want. Hell no. 4.8, hell no. 4.7, son. He's a late round pick. I mean, if it comes down to it. Not going offensive lineman.
The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock.
Only other guy that I fucking... He's a fifth
The
round.
Lions are now on the clock.
30.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Okay.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Run stopper, 6th round. They add him to the board just because. I gotta find something. I gotta find somebody. I don't need a linebacker necessarily. I don't want to reach. We take a cornerback, man. We got to take something here.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
I take the cornerback. Roll it. Might be a reach, but fuck it. He has 6.6. He was supposed to go in the first. We get him in the second. He got to work on his strength, so he'll be more of a second slot. Well, I mean that's what we're gonna use him for anyway. So yeah, we're gonna take Peter Gallimore. Boy, I see, man. I be thinking. You gotta think, cause you never know when your guy gonna go off the board. You gotta think of your scheme and what you need. Because if I can't get a pass rusher, I got to get someone that can cover. That's pretty much all I'm thinking. Take the best available. Who do the Broncos take? For this to be a draft, man, the people seem kind of dead, you know? It's like they're just standing like zombies. Like they're not moving or nothing, they're not celebrating, they're not wearing team colors. I see why a lot of people are upset about franchise mode, man. It's like no interaction.
The Titans are now on the clock.
These people reaching for fucking running backs. He didn't need no running back. He already got like
two. The Browns are now on the clock.
He took a fullback in the second round? What?
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Oh, see, now people just randomly picking shit because their guys are going. Look at them still. Oh, there you go. Someone got something. We're taking a cornerback. That's what we got to do. We got to keep our whole scheme intact. We can't just go in here just pick somebody just because, you know, it's our pick. And then we got to get back on the board and think about our next pick once we get back in there and see what we got. Come on, Eagles, make your pick. Make your pick.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
We take the cornerback. I know it's A6, but he first round talent. We take him.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Good pick. He's ranked number 25. I got him at 56. 92 speed. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can work on that man in zone, but everything else, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can work on everything else. Good pick. Let's go.
The Bills are now on.
All right, next pick. Next pick. Let's see. We still gotta fix that D line. Let's see what there is. You're gonna need a run stopper. So what we are going in the third round.
The Packers are now on the clock.
He's like top 10 in a lot of shit. For him to be undrafted, we're gonna add him to our board. Just always, all you're looking for is these combine grades, and then you can just go look at their scouting report. They in top 10s, you go get their ass. I don't need a linebacker. I need one more DB. It's really gonna come down. Well, we're going into the third round, so
The Jets are now on the clock.
it's like hit or miss down here. It's the fifth there, but he's failing at everything else. Trying to find some more gems, man. Alright, we got a run support safety, bro. 6.9 draft grade. The only thing I'm a little suspect is, what does a 4.62 usually translate to draft-wise, like speed-wise? That's like my only thing about him. The 4.4 is like 90. So he'd be like a low 80 speed, so I don't need that. Going into the third round. So he's 4.6. He's top 10 in 2. Oh, he's actually top 5 in 2. Top 10 in bench reps. So mid third round, we might take him. We got a 4.52. 4.5.
The Saints are now on the clock.
I don't want to reach though. 4.53.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
Somebody.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
I don't want to reach. Bro, he's like top in a bunch of shit.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
But he's listed as a late 5th rounder.
The Patriots are now on the clock. The Seahawks
Right,
are now on the clock.
they're speeding shit up now. Let me see what I do have on the board. Still got a tight end. I could add another speed rusher who has good hit power. So that means I could kind of move him around a little bit. I mean, he's tall.
The Giants are now on the clock.
I don't think I have any more defensive ends down here, so if I'm going to hit... Look at there, I got a power rusher.
The
He doesn't have a lot of
Texans are now on the
reps.
clock.
Listed as 4th rounder. Wagner. Round 6. He's 5.22.
The Colts
faster.
are now on the clock.
He's the 7th, 4th, 6th, 6th.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
McElroy is going to be my surprise pick. If I can land like a backup
The Panthers
lineman.
are now on the clock.
Got this power back sitting right here, man. It's like, You don't take him because he's a 5.9.
The Rams are now on the clock.
It's either gonna be one of these guys, man. So let's boils it down. He can play linebacker. Doesn't have a lot of
The
But
Cowboys
his
are
40-yard
now on the
dash is
clock.
slow. You don't want a 4.8. He's more of a
The Jets are now on the
scheme
clock.
fit. And he's 6'5", so we'll take another defensive end. That's probably going to be the move. Alright, so Cliff Ramsey is our guy. And then I'm gonna probably do some roster adjustments. I'll take some cap hits, but I paid them through their first year, so the second year I won't have as bad of a cap hit. And then I'll have people on rookie contracts, so you know I won't really need to hit anybody in free agency. I can absorb the cap penalties and pay who I need to pay throughout the season. But that's probably what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna make Burl and Crosby my starting defensive
now
ends,
on the clock.
and then use these two rookies as my pass rushers.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Man, these
The
people,
Steelers are
these
now on the
people just
clock.
reaching. They aren't thinking they shit through.
The Chiefs are now on the
Oh,
clock.
he got a 58 overall quarterback. What the fuck? Oh, these folks get desperate. What position I would say? Hold up.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Cliff Ramsey. That's gonna be my pick, Cliff Ramsey. Cliff Ramsey, baby. Cliff Ramsey, please be on the board. We're going to shore up this defense. Cliff Ramsey. Cliff Ramsey, Cliff Ramsey, Cliff Ramsey. Please don't jinx myself. Cliff Ramsey. I could have took like a power linebacker. See, that's the thing about these schemes, man. You don't be thinking about positions, so it'd be like, because I mean you got this guy on the board. Like you got people on the board, but I just don't. So you got these speed rushers. They don't have
The
good
Titans are now on the clock.
speed rusher. They gotta have size.
The
If you're gonna,
Browns are now on the clock.
you're gonna be a speed rusher, you gotta have size.
The Vikings are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock.
He's ranked 84, I got him at 88. Good fucking shit. I don't care if he's a 68 overall, man. We're doing alright. Remember, this is a legit draft. 82 speed, 81 acceleration, 80 strength. So he's in that range that we like. So 68s are still good. So we're doing alright. Not bad for a rookie pick. My thing is, I just don't want to go below like 65 or 66. I really don't want to go below that. But I'm probably going to. There's probably going to be some 50s, man, that's going to need some development. But try not to get those in the early rounds. I got to think about my next pick. So we got the 2 defensive ends. We got 1 corner. I need a defensive tackle. So we're going into what, the 4th round? See all these guys, they're up there, man, but I'm not.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Got Logan there, but I didn't like his 40 time. I don't need a receiver. Or 6, we're not looking at that.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
This running back, man, if he's there, that'll be a nasty fucking 3-headed run game. But I don't want to be like strictly run. But if somebody gets hurt, you always got to consider that. Like, he's a steal in the draft.
Are now on the clock.
He probably has an ability to. Like, I'm in a good position, you know, and all I don't need linemen. I didn't take him. There's a reason, unless I wanted to use him as a linebacker, but I looked at that 4.8 time, I was like, I don't like that. .30 reps, top 10 in a lot of stuff over there. Add him to the board.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take John Johnson in the late round. We gotta get us a tight end. Trying to find a fucking defensive tackle, man. It's like, put him on the board. All I need is a slot DB or a backup DB.
The Browns are now on the clock.
I'm gonna have to go with these undrafted guys, bro.
The Ravens are now on the
You got a
clock.
guy right here in the top 10. Projected to go in the 7th round. So that's, you got to take that. Scheme fit. What was it, 40 time? 4-5. Add him to the board, bro. He's one of the stronger DBs. And he's a scheme fit. I didn't scout him though, so this guy's gonna be a steal. If it say he's undrafted talent, that's the only thing that's.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
I'm gonna have to look at my.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Don't really think there's
The
anybody.
Patriots are now on the clock.
He's the
Buccaneers
fastest.
are now on the clock.
One of the stronger safeties in the game. Hybrid ability, but he doesn't have hit powers. It's, you know. He's got pursuit. Man, play wreck.
The Giants are now on the clock.
What round we in? Round 4. And then you got this guy. Might be a steal right there. I mean, he's top 5 40, top 5 bench, top 10 broad jump. But his vert's not very good. We don't want that. He's on like top 10 in every category up there. But his reps I do not like.
The Texans are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
Ooh, a jumper. That is 40 time. I don't like it.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
You got a power back, supposed to be undrafted. But yeah, I mean, you got bench preps, but you're not super fast. Got an elusive back. You got a 7 grade fast linebacker. Top 10 and everything. Big boy style too. And he's on our board. He's listed as a 4th round. So we take him. He's one of our steals from the undrafted. Actually got a bunch of guys down here, but he's a 7 combine grade, and I don't think anybody has been scouting undrafted talent. Because I got 2 guys down there, but I'm liking this middle linebacker, bro. We're gonna take him. Think it's a smart move, you know. Shore up the defense.
The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
And then I can come back. Look at this bitch. There's another power back you can get late.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Alright, so let's go sit on our pick.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Tyree Austin, that's going to be our middle linebacker. That's going to be our pick. So we already...
The Steelers are now on the clock.
I'm going to refold this defense, baby. I'm going to do what Paul Gunther can't do. Feel a little bad. I went kind of berserk bananas over bringing Kareem Hunt in. I could have used that little money. But, fuck it. Got Kareem Hunt and Josh Jacobs. And then we got Jalen Richard as a spell. We're going to work this defense up, man. We're going to have depth. We're going to be able to play.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Even though the Raiders have like a 4-3 defense, I was looking kind of at the playbook, and I don't know if y'all watching like the other 2 days. You know, I played Madden 17, and I go back and look at it. It's like two formations. They fit with 3-4 personnel. So I'm gonna have to go in there and I'm gonna scheme that shit. So I'm gonna have a 3-4 defense set up for those two defenses.
Are now on the clock.
So middle linebacker, Tyree Austin. I got a bunch of look at all this talent that I got still on my board. People haven't even picked up. That boy got 20. He's just not super fast. Look at all these talent, man. I got this guy. I got a left end with a 6.8 grade. He's listed as a 4. We'll come back and get him. Like, he'll fit our base defense. Only thing is, man, for him to be his size, man, you kind of want more bench reps than that. That's not very good. And then you got Taylor Wagner here.
The Titans are now on the clock.
We got to take him.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock.
I think we take Taylor Wagner first, because I don't think anyone's going to be looking at that linebacker right there in the later rounds. I really don't. So we lock up the safety. Even though he's he's a 5th round. I don't have a 5th round pick. So it's like you want to take the best available, man. Fuck it. We go with the middle linebacker. You know I need that safety. Says late 5th rounder, so
the Vikings
technically
are now on the clock.
Technically 6th round talent. So
the Browns are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
We ready to pick?
The Texans are now
another
on the
good
clock.
pick. He's at 118 and we got him at 120. Good shit. 87 speed, 81 tackle, 80 hit power, 91 acceleration, 78 strength. Oh yes, he is an upgrade over Nicholas Morrow. 85 agility. Another one of those guys, man. 93 injury. I think his jumping could use some work.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
But, you know, someone that I can use.
The Packers are now on the clock.
We come back and we get the safety. We don't have a pick here. in this round. So so far we came off the board. We went ahead and got 2 speed rushers, man. 81 speed, 82 speed. One has more acceleration. Quincy Harvin has better acceleration, but it's okay. Then we came back and got a cornerback to play our other slot position. And then we got us a linebacker. So I think when we come back, we hit the safety, and then we can kind of fill needs. Because I think that'll be every position that we need.
The Jets are now on the clock.
I think I hit a home run so far in this draft, bro. Can't be mad having a late pick, you know, number 24. What y'all think? I got some pretty good speed players at their positions too, man.
The Saints are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock.
Just keep looking at. I'm surprised that no one took this running back. Now I don't have a round 5 pick. I'm surprised this guy wasn't even took. But I don't need him. It's pointless for me to waste a pick on a. Even though I'd hit a home run with that, he probably has an ability, but I just no. I've got Josh Jacobs. I got Kareem Hunt. Trust my draft. Trust what I have. One of these rounds, I'm gonna have to come clean up for a defensive tackle. Which one I get, I don't know. See which ones that we have. I need to get a power rusher. The best one on the board is listed as undrafted. And he's top 10 in a lot of stuff. He has a 505. He's top 10, but he has a 522, so he's not super fast. And then he's top 10 in a lot of stuff. He's 5. So it really comes down to, you know, he's the 4th DT in the broad jump. I don't know what broad jump affects. But 17th in the 3 cone.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
He's 4th in the 3 cone. Yeah, this guy, we gotta land him.
The Bengals are now on
and he
the
has
clock.
the biggest size. He's the biggest guy.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
So we're gonna get Ben McElroy
The Buccaneers are
in the
now
7th
on the clock.
round. We're gonna take him in the 7th.
The Jets are now on the clock.
I got a round 6, and then I got 2 round 7 picks. So I'm gonna hit that safety.
The Texans are now on the clock.
I gotta find his name. Safety. My draft board. Was it Taylor Wagner that I was going after?
Are now on the clock.
All right,
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Taylor Wagner will be my
The
safety.
Panthers are now on the clock.
Then I'll take. Oh no, man! It's really gonna come down to him, and he's 4.53, but he's the 13th free safety.
The Browns are now on the clock.
But he's the 2nd, so.
The 49ers are now on
Taylor
the clock.
Wagner, Ben, and then I can just kind of take a guess on one of these other guys. And I take John Johnson. Boom, that's gonna be my draft. I'll get the tight end that I need, I get the defensive tackle, and I'll have my safeties positions short up.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
While these dudes are still drafting 50s, I'm gonna be hitting right down the
The
line.
Seahawks are now on the clock.
Well, that was actually a good pick. 69. 69 in round 5. That's good.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
So that's around the range you want to be
Lions
hitting,
are
the
now on
high
the clock.
60s in round 5.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
As long as that safety's on the board, I got a long way to go, man. That safety has to go through. But he's projected around 7, you know, so like that's really where it comes down to your scouting. You know, can you get guys that are better trade, you know, better value than what they're listed as, you know, and you got to take them, you know. Like you can't sit there and just expect them to be, you know, what they're projected at, you know. You got to take them at what their value is or close to it. You know, you might even be able to let them slip around past their value, but you're going to have to make those picks. I mean, it's a long draft, 1 hour. I got to go 30 more picks before I get my next one. I got to make sure I get that safety.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Was that the tight end that I was thinking about getting? You got to be kidding me. Please don't be.
The Broncos
That
are now on the clock.
motherfucker. Yep, that was the tight end that I was thinking about getting. Fuck! I mean, I still got other guys on here, but... Fuck, they just kind of killed the vibe. I still got to take the safety.
Are now on the clock. The Browns are
Taylor
now on
Wagner.
the clock.
I don't know.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
And there's only 3 tight ends left. You take this guy, man. Fuck it. We'll take Walter. I mean, he's still strong. 4'8". I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad. You know, it's like going to be like 70 something speed. So it's not going to be like super fast. Damn. They got this guy listed as 2nd round talent. Do I take the risk on him? The 6'6" tight end with the best catching. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take Isaiah Hutchins.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
And I gotta take that safety. And he's still on my board. Okay. That's how we're gonna do it. Just watch the board, watch the draft.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Make sure nobody takes anybody I'm after.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
They might skip through some of these picks. Like Washington had too many picks. He's probably just gonna randomly pick. Like he sat there and he went all out on a draft and trading players. And to be honest, man, this if you don't hit on those picks that you trade for, man, you kind of lose on that deal. That you go trade all your superstars, man. And
the Bills are now on the clock.
yeah,
The Dolphins
Why would
are
you
now
take a
on the clock.
quarterback? Immediately after the draft, I'm making some changes, making some cuts.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Shit, I miss the old Maddens. Hell, they at least had fucking stories and shit tied to it. Like there used to be like, you know, hey, such and such, you know, was a great dude at this college, blah blah blah. I think he'll fit this scheme real well. And there's none of that. Like,
The Jets are now on the clock.
I am like 25 picks away. Will that safety last? Will that safety last? Because I gotta pick the safety up, the defensive tackle up, and the tight end up. I gotta pick the tight end up.
On the clock.
See, look at there. Boom. I missed on the fucking Jason Harrington.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
So I don't even know if he's on my board.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
I didn't really scout a lot of these guys.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
The guy that I
The
went
Patriots are now on the clock.
for is either going to be
The
Mac
Steelers are now on the clock.
Mac Lacey
The Giants
or
are
Ben
now on the clock.
McElroy. That was impressive though. He got like a lot of people I could see they're probably skipping down in the bottom of the pool trying to
The
get
Texans
people that
are now on the clock.
were good at one thing. Like they might be going after just the fast people. Or they might be just going after, you know, someone that got one thing real good. Teams take chances. We got our next 3 picks, man. This is chess, not checkers. Let's go. We know what we gonna do. That safety's gonna be the trigger. We get that safety, we'll have all of our safety depth covered.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Safety still
The
not took.
Chargers are now on the clock.
Safety still not took.
The Panthers are
Safety
now
still
on the
not
clock.
took. You know, Chargers going all out on wide receivers. They tough as nails, bro.
The
Like
Rams
that
are
dude
now on the clock.
literally be passing for yards. Like I'm literally drafting to make sure that nigga don't pass on me. Cause that's all he does. He'll come out and fucking spread wide flex and then just torch my DBs. But I got the answer. I got the answer. We're gonna be able to play dime defense against them.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
So once I can get this safety, baby. Surprised no one took him, man. I did the right thing. 10 more picks. Come on. Come on. They need a safety. Does he take one? because they lost Jaquiski Tart. Logic is, you know, you lose a player, you replace him, right? You know, so hopefully he doesn't take a safety here.
The Patriots are now on
He
the
took
clock.
a center. These people are dumb. What does the Patriots do? What could be on his mind? There wasn't any good quarterbacks in the draft. There was only one good quarterback, and he went to the Lions. Like, I would have took him if he would have fell to me. But ain't nothing else really worth going after quarterback-wise. I don't think any of these teams need a safety that's coming up. We're gonna do 30 seconds. See how these people picking 62s.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Which safety did he get? Seen he went after
The
a free
Lions
safety.
are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Wagner's still there.
The Titans
He reached.
are now on the clock.
He went after Stovall.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
As long as Wagner's still there, it's coming up, baby.
The Titans are now on the
As long
clock.
as Wagner's still there, baby.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Still there, baby. 5 more
Vikings
picks.
are
Five,
now on the
4
clock.
more picks.
The Bears are
3
now
more.
on the clock. The Eagles are
2
now
more.
on the clock.
I feel like someone was took. Like that tight end that I was looking at. You can find your franchise guy earlier or not. Brady is an exception. Come on, Eagles, man. Make your pick. So I get this safety, man.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Alright, Hutchins is still there. So what we're going to do is...
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
148, and I got him at 184. Let's fucking go. 89 speed, decent. 90 acceleration, decent. I mean, for a late round pick, that's good. Another tough guy. Doesn't get hurt a lot. We like that. I'm going to reach on this tight end. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to swing for that defensive tackle with my last pick. I got 22 and 24, so they're both at the end of the pack.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Ooh, you know he mad because
The
I got safety
Texans
better
are
than
now
him.
on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock.
30 picks away from my next pick.
The 49ers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Once the tight end gonna get took, we're gonna take him with number 22. And then we'll shore up that position. So y'all gotta think about y'all players y'all pick, man. You can't just, you gotta think about your team. You don't need to splurge and try to go too heavy in free agency, man. Get you like 2 or 3 guys. You know, get you like 2 or 3 guys in free agency to kind of, you know, shore up your depth, and then, you know, try to find some talent in the draft. You know, build through the trenches like what I did. I started in the trenches. You know, linebacker, defensive ends. We couldn't get the defensive tackle we wanted early, but we're probably gonna try to find one late, because I need somebody. I need a 4th defensive tackle, man. Hurst can't do it by himself, and Hankins is getting old. So it'll take 1 year to develop one. I think I got a steal in there. I'm just gonna see how this draft plays out. Because that's our next 2 picks. No! This motherfucker. Wow, these motherfuckers sent round 7 where I had 2 picks. That sucks. Who did they take? Okay, I got the tight end. And he's a 70 overall. Okay, so at least I got the tight end. I didn't get the defensive tackle, but he was undrafted anyways. He doesn't have a very good change of direction. Decent catch. About what you could hope for. Decent blocker. I didn't have. I know I had this guy on my board, but I really didn't want to draft him, bro. Like, didn't. What was that? What was that? Try to squeeze him up before someone take his ass. This is the guy that we were looking at, McElroy. Look at there. He has 87 strength. He doesn't have a good change of direction. Got decent acceleration, speed. He doesn't have any moves. He can't really block shit. He was on our board. I think that's pretty much all I can do. Like, think I did. I think I did alright. I didn't draft anybody too slow. And I didn't reach for someone just because they had good speed either. Wasn't really any burners in this draft. See, I would have got one. I would have went after him, but I don't like going after 50s, man. Same thing, man. I'm not gonna pull linemen because they're 50s. That's one thing about Madden, bro. Like, if you don't solidify your fucking line before the draft, or if you don't go into the draft game planning to get linemen, bro, this is pretty much what it looks like, bro. It's hell. So, thank God I had a good offensive line. I was thinking about trading one of my guys, but at this point, I'm kind of glad I didn't. Hey, none of these guys are good. He's probably one of the better ones. But he has no awareness, you know, and you need awareness to block. Let's see if I missed on anybody in this draft. No. I got the fastest guys at the position right there. That boy ain't got no change of direction. He's just relentless. Yep. So I did good on my draft in that aspect. I don't really need anybody. So let's go ahead and set everything up. This year we're going to work on our second receiver. Let the edge rusher kind of benefit a little bit. And then we're going to take one of these other guys, kind of help them out a little bit. Year two, we gonna need more work from you, Cleveland, bro. Gotta get you up there. Go ahead and sell this shit. Let me go to my team. Jacobs Hunt. Oh shit, the thing's about to cut off. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Let me know what you want to do, Justin. Let me go and cut it off. Oh. I won. Got the scheme fit. Let's go. I mean, it's like, what could I do, man? It's like, you got this guy. He'll be for your base defense, and then you'll have Javin White as your nickel defense linebacker. That's the way we do it. Put him on a practice squad. I love how we didn't just hoard for picks either, too. Like, we drafted what we needed. One of these guys are moving to free safety. Alright, we're going to use Tanner Muse as our box safety, Taylor Wagner as our coverage safety. Alright, man, we just waiting for them to advance us to the Cowboys week 1. And you know we're going to tear the Cowboys up because, let me show you something, man. Now you can go in here, bro. This man fucked his salary cap up. He ain't gonna have nobody. Let's see what he got. It's Prescott, and he drafted another quarterback. He still has Elliott. didn't really draft anything there. He doesn't have a fullback. He's got... He didn't draft a receiver. He's got these receivers. I guess he went after Olsen in free agency. So he doesn't have a lot of tight ends, so I'm not going to see a lot of heavy sets. This dude just like overcompensated. Like he got a nice pick there. Can't lie. It's like he already had a left tackle, so he just went after people in desperativity. That was a 5th round pick. He was like, that's why I didn't draft him. Look at his strength, bro. He doesn't have this strength. You know? So it's like, kind of get a sneak peek at your opponent, you know? He went after and got a left end. That's actually a good left end that he got. I don't know. He probably... What round did he pick him up? He's 70, 66, and 66. How does he already have stats? Oh, preseason. He was 2nd round, pick 12. So he's what, 70, 66, and 66. Then he got a bunch of reaches. Don't really see anything there. Didn't get nothing there. Dude, he has no fucking depth at linebacker. He put a defensive end at linebacker. Ooh. What did he do? Like trade all his picks away? Like what the fuck? Like he has no depth. He went after Logan Ryan. Bro, like he ain't got nobody, bro. We're gonna dominate that game. That's the game plan, you know. They made us lose that game. Bullshit. I'm just gonna keep working on my quarterback and receivers. Cause I'm gonna need Carr to step up in year 2, man, in my system. Shit, Arnett. When? I didn't really get to use them much like in year 1, but we get through these preseason, man. After they finish them in these preseason, we can kind of see what's up with the Cowboys. Alright, so I learned something, you know, the other day I popped in, I'm at 17. I'm about to play Justin, I don't know if you're still watching. But I learned something, these 4-3, man. Like this over, plus, and under. These are your 3-4 formations for the 4-3. Normal and over are your 4-3. Well, this is, over is kind of hybrid, because you can make that outside linebacker a rusher. So it's almost like a 5-2, if you will. And then you have your, of course, normal. In the normal, let's see. I want to make some. See, this is backwards. McMillan. This doesn't look fixed. Because right here should be the right outside linebacker. Nah, they didn't fix it because I can't even see. Trying to think. I'll do it in game, man. It ain't gonna bother me for real. I'm gonna fix this depth chart. Yes. Make sure everybody's in the right position, because we got our 2 quarterbacks. Tight ends are set. Left end. This is where we're gonna have to make some choices. Harbin's making the team regardless. We ain't draft this guy in the first round to just sit there and look pretty. It's just gonna come down to what we do to the other side. Is one of these guys good enough? You know, they got strength to take a position. Like I like Chad Thomas. Possibly could be a right end for me with that strength. 69 overall. We could use that. Probably use him as a backup. I really don't want to take this fucking cap hit. He's got the block shit. Like Ramsey's more of a development guy, but you don't want to just give him up, you know? Like he could go sit on the practice squad. I'm trying to think. He has 55 block shed. Passing, tackle, hit power, pursuit. See, the advantage, like, these dudes can drop in zone. So that's something that they bring to the table. Chad don't have no stamina. How should I do this? He let Nassib go. We went 13-3, man. But I moved a lot of people around. He got 74 hit power, 79 tackle. We gotta keep Chad. Joe gonna have to go. I'm not about to replace my first round pick. He has 61 awareness. Awareness is key, and he has the lowest awareness. So we keep Ramsey, Harvin. Trying to think. We let Nassib go. I could let Nassib and Joe go. Because he's only 77 speed, 66 agility. These guys got a lot more agility. So, Joe Schmo, you bye. Sorry. That's what it's going to come down to. I really don't want to have to make this move, but we move him to right end. Year 2, we let Nassib go, man. We at least, I mean, I'd rather take that 3.75 mil hit. Last year, I would have took a higher hit. Oh, I'm using Farrell as a first string. What are you talking about? Farrell is my starting right end. And then I just got this situational pass rusher that I can, you know, throw in there. And then I can use Farrell as a pass rusher and defensive tackle. Like, I'm going to use them. It's going to be a long season, fellas. Left outside linebacker. When I start, like, we use Davis in the run game and Corey Littleton for the pass. We're not going to start Morrow. We're going to start Tyree and then let Morrow and Javin White play the sub linebackers. This guy going to the practice squad. Yeah, they're just making us lose all our preseason games. I moved him to safety. I'm gonna use him as my base safety to play the run. I'm in one of them leagues where people like to run the ball. He technically was a DB. Played a DB in college, like. Oh, I found a little trick too. So I got the Yak 'em Up for Henry Ruggs, which is fucking OP. But watch this. You remember I used to have Truz for my halfback? Look what he has now. He's got the freight train. Got him that shit. All you gotta do is just switch his position. And then switch it back and it'll change it. Alright, we need to set this depth chart. They're technically the same thing, box safeties and linebackers. Like, they're the same fucking thing, bro. It's not like I moved a safety to linebacker. I moved a linebacker to safety. There's nothing out of pocket about that. Trying to remember, there was one more thing I needed to do. Can't think of it. Depth chart. What do we do here? Yeah, he's real nice, bro. Not as soon as it releases, no. We got him and Harvin. I don't know, man. But I did learn something, man. I'm about to stream here in a minute. I'm gonna play some Madden 17, bro. I learned some shit. Sometimes you gotta relearn shit by going back and playing an older game. Alright, so left outside linebacker we're going to start. Alright. Austin is going to be our starting middle linebacker. And our base defense will start Littleton, followed by Davis. Him followed by Kwiatkowski. Now I could probably do something here, move like Kwiatkowski to middle linebacker, and probably let Morrow get some reps at outside linebacker for coverage. I don't know, but I like Kwiatkowski on the run stuff, so we'll leave it as is. Oh, wait till you see me play Madden 17, bro. This shit's fucking amazing. Trying to remember how I did this. Tandem use right there. And then have Sean Davis right there. Strong safety. It'd be Abram and Wagner. Gafford got to do something for me, man. Got to get his overall somehow. Since we're using Max as a base defensive end, we're going to get these rookies off. We're going to let them get their contributions. So rush left in. Got that 77. Max got that 86 though. I know I got a big guy, man. Where the fuck is he at? There we go. Now we got our 2-1-2 punch. Whoo! Just advance to the season, man. We good to go. Let me hit my friend up, see if he's ready to go. Alright guys, I'm about to play some Madden 17, man. Y'all wanna watch? I'm about to boot up. Give me 1 sec. Let me finish doing this. So all I do is just commit to the playoffs. Vertical zone run. 4-6. Yeah, zone blitzer. Oh yeah. Alright, man, I'm about to pop Madden 17 in. And make sure you hit that follow because I'm going to show y'all some good stuff, man. It's crazy, man. You can go back into the past to kind of figure shit out, man. But make sure you hit the notifications, turn it on because I'm about to do it, alright?